the two ways you can build confidence. Building confidence, honestly, is not an easy thing, but it's one of those things that once you really kind of get rolling, once you start really setting the foundations and building that confidence, the amount of impact it has on your life is quite big. Like, it's very good, and you can actually see it. Like, it's not something that you kind of hope for the best, but once it starts hitting, then you just know, you feel it, you see it around you, you radiate it, and it's quite amazing. I wouldn't say I'm completely there yet, but I'm on my way, and because I've chosen to do the second option. There's two options really to build confidence, and first of all, it's like confidence is the belief that you have on your actions, on yourself. It's not a physical thing, obviously. It's definitely psychological, but it has direct impact and influence on physical things. And what I mean by that is, like, once it's psychological, but a physical thing could be an output of performance, productivity. You can get more things done. You can start seeing noticeable changes in other areas of your life because you've built that confidence. And there's two ways. I've done a lot of research on this, and I've tried both ways, and both of them work. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say there's only one way. There might even be three ways, let me know, but the two main biggest ways are, number one is fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is very common. It's, you probably heard of it before, and it does work. You essentially you fake the confidence until you believe in it, and until you basically use that fake confidence to induce real confidence. And although it does work, and although you can try it for yourself and you will see results, it also means there's a downside to it. Basically, I've tried fake it till you make it, and yeah, I did see like pretty much instant impact, because like you just try and you just like, screw it, let me just go all out, just fake my confidence. And of course, yeah, when you have that kind of mindset, then obviously like you start feeling confident, it's pretty much an instant direct impact. But the only problem is it requires a lot of effort of faking long term, in order to build like sustainable confidence that can carry you on for forever, really. And that's the problem. What I realized is when I was trying to do fake it till you make it, is that maybe the first month I'd have insane confidence, I'd feel really good, I'd feel I can talk to anyone, that kind of thing, but it had a diminishing return over time, meaning that as time went on, I was just a bit exhausted faking till making it, and starting from month 1 to like month 3, I just couldn't be asked. And that's the thing with fake it till you make it. You have to really put the effort, and you have to be the catalyst to feel that confidence reaction, basically. Whereas the other option, it's pretty much the total opposite. It's not an instant impact. You're not going to see changes immediately, but it's more sustainable, and it's a bit more long term. I mean, it's a lot more long term, and it's long lasting confidence, and I feel like it's authentic, it's pure confidence, and that's the kind of thing that you really need, to be honest. And At the moment, I'm doing that. I can explain how I'm doing that as well. But essentially, the second confidence is you get really good at something. Like you literally get super good at something, and that something has to be something that you really like. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be good at it right now, but if you like something, then you're going to stick for it longer, which means you're going to put more hours into that thing, which means you're going to be better at that thing. So whatever it is, you have to make sure that you put the hours and you kind of work at that thing, and you become very, very skilled, very good at that one thing, or I don't know, one field or whatever. But you have to be good at something, and you have to be very good at something, because once you start becoming very, very good at that one thing, that something, you start seeing some good results, obviously, and that drives the inner confidence. That makes you really, really, really good at that one thing. And I can give you examples. And for example, in my day job, I've been putting, during working hours, I've been putting the effort in, and I've become, I would say, pretty good at my job. And it's been putting me on, I wouldn't say I'm not the best, but like I've been climbing ranks, hitting numbers, and that feeling of when you do that is you just feel confident. You just feel confident in yourself, because you can perform to a very high level, and that kind of leaks off into your environment. It leaks on to your surroundings, and it's just it's quite a good effect that it has. So that's one thing. So it could be work, it could be school. You put the hours into getting your grades, and imagine if you're a straight A student. I was never a straight A student, but if you're a straight A student, you just have confidence. Like, I would assume, because you're putting the hours into it, your ability, you can achieve something at the highest level, so you leak that confidence. It can be your side hustle. If you've got a side hustle, you could be really putting the hours into that, and bringing in numbers, achieving the goals. It could be, let's say, fitness. You put in the hours into your fitness. Because you put the hours into it, you've gotten really good at a specific skill. You've gotten a good physique, and that leaks onto confidence. That's why, for example, like people say, people with very good physiques tend to have confidence, and it's true, because they've put in the hours into, say, if it's getting abs, if it's building an insane physique. They've put in the hours. They know how hard they have worked to achieve that ideal dream body, and because of that, they've just got the confidence. And of course, having a physical representation of that, that's what I mean about the psychological process is there, putting in the hours, but then you leak off and you get the physical product, which is the body, the physique that you want. And that's what I mean. That is the level of thing, because you have to really put in the hours, you have to put in the work, and the results, the confidence will just show. So those are the two ways. Those are, you've got the first one, which is fake it till you make it, and then you've got the long-term confidence where you just essentially put in the time. And the differences between them is, obviously, the first one, you can start away straight away, so you can probably see results straight off the bat, but the problem is you need to sustain that fake it till you make it until you, well, I guess forever, which can be the problem, because you might get tired, you might get bored, and that's what happened to me. I just got exhausted. I just couldn't be arsed. Whereas I'm doing the second method right now, which is, honestly, I would say give 100% to everything. that you do, because when you give 100% to everything that you do, then you're constantly breaking records, you're constantly trying to improve, and just naturally over time it compounds and you become really good at a lot of things. But like, if you can focus on one thing, then you become very, very good at that one thing, and then that leaks onto everything. So find that thing, really find that one thing that you want to put your time into, and make sure it's something that you really enjoy, because again, if you don't enjoy it, then you're not going to put the hours into that. That is basically how you can build confidence, and it is very straightforward, but it all depends on you. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time. If you got to this far in the video, you're a legend. I'll see you in the next video.